In high school, I was in horticulture class, and oftentimes we would be making grave pillows and wreaths during this time of year. Let's make a wreath for the coop. Here we have one of our best pine trees on the farm. We have multiples, but this is the most beautiful one. Unfortunately, we can't string lights on it, but I think I'll bring a little bit of it to the chicken coop by making a wreath out of it. So we're just going to pick some of the best branches from the bottom that we can make a wreath out of. So when you're looking for the perfect branch to make a wreath out of, you want to get branches that aren't just one stem. You want to have multiple stems off of it and make sure they're a little longer. So for example, ones that you don't really want to do is, you don't want to just prick off this little one here. You'd want to do like that whole branch. So I've got my bucket full of pine limbs. Might not be enough. We'll come back and cut more if we need. But for now, let's go ahead and start putting this wreath together. You're going to want to have some wire cutters, some pliers, some wire, and a wreath ring. Right, so we have all the equipment that we really need to make this wreath. We've got all our pine needles, we have our wreath ring, and we have our wire, some wire cutters, and whatever extra decorations you really want to add to it. I'm pretty simple, I don't want much on mine. I just like to add a little extra ribbon and maybe these little berries. These ones are artificial because we don't have any berries here on the farm that are still in bloom. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing you're going to want to do is wrap your wire around one end or the other of your wreath ring and secure it so it's nice and tight for your boughs to be on. Then your first set of boughs, you're going to want to have like 3 or 4 of these limbs. You're going to want to wrap it about 3 times. And if you're anything like me, you might have to cut the wire just to a specific length because you'll get it tangled. And because I am not very skilled at this, I had to cut it eventually. The next set of boughs you're going to cover the stems of that first set you put on and then wrap it again 3 times. Continue repeating this step until you're at the very end of your wreath, and make sure you tuck those last ends under the first part of your wreath so that they don't stick out. Now you're going to do what you did at the beginning, and you're going to secure your wire around the wreath ring and make sure that the limbs don't fall off. And we're done. We have a beautiful pine wreath that we can now add our decorations to. Now we have a beautiful wreath for our chicken coop. And as Grandpa always said, hurry back now.